guys, welcome to my video. So today I'm going to continue working on my CRX project. Okay, so this is what we're starting off with. As you may have seen in my previous videos, I already installed the engine and the brake system. After my last video I did install some parts off camera. I was just really busy and I couldn't find time to film, but I will make sure that I record the rest. Let's start by installing my exhaust. There it is. Yay! This is the exhaust I'm running. It's a Tanabe Medallion, also known as the gentleman's exhaust. It's actually pretty quiet, which I really like. First, we remove the dipstick. Now onto the exhaust manifold. This manifold is actually the reason I really can't lower my car any further, because it will scrape all of the speed bumps. And we have many of those here in the Netherlands. I already swapped my previous 4.1 manifold for a 4.2.1 because it takes up a lot less space. But it still scrapes, so please let me know if any of you have the same problem and if you have a solution for this. I'd love to lower my car a bit more without breaking stuff. And that's it for the manifold. Now let's get under the car to install the actual exhaust. Many people have been asking me why I'm always laying on the ground when I have a car lift. The answer to that is actually pretty simple. It's not because I like laying on a cold concrete floor. Surprising, huh? Well, my lift just doesn't go high enough for me to stand under it, so I'd rather lay there instead of squatting or sitting in a weird position. This is actually quite comfortable for my lower back. On to the second part of my exhaust. Little note to self, use a lamp when filming under the car. Please excuse the bad lighting for now. I always forget to use a lamp when working on my car. I was struggling a bit to install this muffler. I think it would have been a lot easier if I lowered the car lift a little more, so I could support the muffler with my knee. Even though it's not that heavy, it does feel heavy after holding it for a few minutes. The rubber mounts I'm using are also really stiff, but I got them in place eventually. Oh yeah, and the most important part when installing something under your car? Dropping stuff in your face. All part of the experience, right? This literally always happens when I'm holding something up above my face. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Well, anyways, here you can see me tighten the last bolts of my exhaust system. And then we're done. And now I'm going to replace my fuel filter with this new one. First, let's take the old one out of the bracket. And again, clean it. The bracket actually did look very good, besides it being a bit dirty. So I was really hoping it wouldn't have any rust or bits of paint flaking off. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this bracket has some rust. So I'm going to repaint it. After wanting one for quite a while, I finally got a sandblasting cabinet. I've been sanding all the little parts of the CRX by hand before. And believe me when I say it were a lot of parts. But I figured I might as well treat myself and get a blasting cabinet, as I will definitely get more old project cars to restore after finishing the CRX. I actually already got the next project car waiting, which I'll show you guys very soon. But yeah, let's get the CRX back on the road first. And here you can see the bracket after sandblasting. I should have gotten this cabinet way sooner, as it would have saved me lots of time. But it does look good, doesn't it? Now it's time for the new paint. I'm using black, as it is the original color of the bracket. And I don't want my engine bay to have too many colors in it. I'm using a heat gun after spraying on a layer of paint to help it dry faster. This way I don't have to wait too long before adding another layer. Of course, I still have to wait a while before I can actually install the bracket. It will feel dry at hand, but it will still have to cure before installing. And that's why I decided to start removing the film that's on my rear windows while waiting for the paint to cure. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but this is usually how I work. I'm actually kind of chaotic, I guess. But since I'm working on my own car and I'm not in a rush, it doesn't really matter that much. I actually didn't apply this window film myself. It was already on the car when I bought it 6 years ago. To be honest, I really don't understand why the previous owner applied it. It's almost the same color as the original window, because it doesn't really have that much of a tint. The only reason I'm taking it off is because it had some folds and air bubbles, which really bothered me. Here you can see me using some sticker remover to get rid of the glue that's still on the window. I love this stuff, it works really well. So this is the part I've used the sticker remover on, versus the part of the window I haven't touched yet. Works like magic, right? Speaking of being chaotic, I also totally forgot to film an outro for this video. I was actually filming this the day before going on vacation, so I had to rush home to pack my bags and everything, because I kind of forgot to watch the time. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!